High school reunions are all about two things, pretending you're wildly successful and absolutely committing to the confidence walk. So grab your platform heels, invent a career on the spot, and let's see who really owns the dance floor. Welcome to the No More Late Fees podcast. I'm Danielle.
And I'm Jackie. And this week we're channeling peak late 90s delusion with Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, breaking down iconic friendships, questionable lives, and the dance moves that ruled the 95 and that ruled 1995 to 2005. And joining us once again, basically on retainer at this point, is our good friend Gwen, a 16 Late Fees podcast veteran, trusted emergency contact, and the person we'd absolutely bring to a fake career, judge a dance off, and stock the Blockbuster shelves with zero hesitation.
Very
Gwen!
true.
That is so cute. It's an honor as usual. I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm just blown away. 6? Damn.
6. And this is your 6th and technically your 7th, but we have the lost episode.
The lost episode.
Yeah.
No one will ever know.
Yeah, but we gotta crank it up, Gwen. You've got people beating you.
What?
They're hot on your tails. I think you're still.
That's fine. That's great. I'm glad.
No, Nick is ahead.
Oh.
Oh, good for Nick. Listen, you gotta have a lot of Nick.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Ron that I tested Jackie because
he told me.
My bad.
And she failed.
She failed the test.
Well, it's because I thought we had discussed what the agreement would be, which was just pull Gwen in if I'm unable.
Honestly, I would have been okay if you did. Like when I really thought about it, I'm like, I'm tired, boss. Definitely go get someone to do one of those movies that I don't want to do. We've been asking lately, Gwen, everybody that comes on, what have you been watching lately? Anything good? Anything fun? Or boring and say, don't watch this.
I'm still forever playing catch up over the last year and a half since having a kiddo. But we're getting back into we're getting into the new season of Fallout.
Ooh.
We love that show because we love the video game too.
Okay.
And what did I just watch? I just watched the Taylor Swift documentary. It's fine. We watch a lot of Dropout TV. You were talking about Taskmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Dropout TV is also really excellent. Very Important People is a really great show. I don't know if you are familiar with Dropout.
Mm-hmm. My friend just visited recently and she subscribes to Dropout TV. She showed me the Very Important People with the rock child.
Yeah. Uh-huh. She was really good.
She was really good.
Really good one. There's a lot of good ones, and there's some that are like okay. Some where you watch because you know the person's going to be good at whatever it is they do. Game Changer is a really great series of like stuff to watch. It's a game show that they do that's different every time, and they don't know what the game is until they start playing it, and it's really, really good. There's a few seasons of that. Highly recommend that. And then yeah, we watch those. It's also a great company to support because they are a really ethical company, so it's worth spending the money on.
That's cool.
Good. And if you're into D&D, they have a lot of great D&D content and shows.
I have to look into them. I've been, I get caught up on those little shorts, the drama shorts. They're horrible. They're horrible.
Oh, I get caught up on those too. Sometimes
horrible.
I'm like, I just need to see where this is going.
I'm like, I gotta know where to go. And I'm terrified, especially if it comes in through as like an ad. I'm terrified to touch the screen because when it's the ad, you can't go back or go forward, right? So you have to commit to watching it to the end. And if you accidentally touch something and then you're like, no, I'm not
No,
watching this
not gonna
again.
do it again.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I sent one to my friend once. I was like, you have to see this. This reminds me of something you would like. And she goes, I actually auditioned for this. I was like, stop, of
Oh.
course you did.
It's crazy because some of these actors are like popular in their it's like a whole
It's a
other bubble.
whole thing. It's
Yeah.
a new soap operas.
Yes.
And
And
people love them. And the actors, people are like, oh my God, it's blah, blah, my favorite actor. I'm like, they just do verticals. Film verticals. I haven't done one, but there's money to be made too, apparently. And
yes.
SAG-AFTRA, the union's getting on board with them too now. So,
Jackie, what are you watching?
We watched Jay Kelly.
Oh, how was that? That was
It
with Adam Sandler and George
George
Clooney.
Clooney. So it's very much a movie. I don't want to say
It's
it's
a
a movie
movie.
about
it's a
nothing,
movie.
but it's one of those movies where it's just all character development. It doesn't
Right.
matter what's happening in the movie. It's
Mm.
the character. We got done with it, and it was really just in my I'm really
It's a
selling
movie.
We
I got
watched the
done
whole
with
thing.
it.
We watched the whole thing.
Got through it.
So, from my perspective, it was just a commentary on how, especially in like the 80s, people were workaholics and just worked all the time and ignored their families pretty much. And then now that they're kind of older and like want to spend time with their family like they have lives. So
They've
it's
moved
like,
on.
yeah, he wants to spend time with his daughter who's like going to college. So she went on like this European vacation and he like tried to follow her. And she's just like, you were never there like when I was growing up to spend time with me because you were always working. And now you want to spend time with me. Like, so it's just very much like about relationships and kind of all of that, which
Hmm.
because what I was saying at the beginning, which I like ADD went off on a tangent. Ken was just like, okay, so that was interesting. I was like, that was my dad. He traveled
Mm.
Mm.
3 weeks out of the month and he was home. And then, like, he had a girlfriend on the side, and their anniversary was around my birthday. And so he was never home for my birthday. And
Mm.
then he never spent Thanksgiving with us and all of this stuff. I was like, that's like, I understand what this
Wow.
movie is about because I
Yeah.
lived it. And
Right.
he was towards the end of his life trying to make amends, and he would call us every week, and he flew out and spent a weekend with us and stuff. So he was
Mm.
trying to make up for it. And our relationship, when he passed away unexpectedly. It was in a better place, and I kind of understood like he thought he was doing what he needed to do, which was providing for the family.
Right.
So, but that's my tangent on Jay Kelly.
I just want to
Wow.
know when they're sending you your check because clearly they stole straight from your life.
Right? I'm like,
Right.
this is my
Yeah.
story, except dad wasn't
Yeah.
an actor. Where's my
Yeah.
money?
Right.
Seriously. Wow. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
I forgot to say too, I watched we saw Marty Supreme, and that was
Oh,
great.
how was that?
I loved it. There's a lot to be said about like, again, like Ron was like, oh, the ending was, I didn't really love it. And I was like, well, here's why they did it this way,
Yeah.
like it made sense.
Hmm.
And I was like, just because it's uncomfortable, we don't like it, we don't think it's realistic, like, but maybe it could be. Anyway, it just was really, Timothy Chalamet is, no matter what you think of him and his Kardashian relationship,
I've
the
never
guy,
seen a
like,
movie with him in it.
I
you haven't
saw
seen
Little
Dune
Women.
or Willy Wonka. I don't know if I would
Oh,
watch
I
Willy
did
Wonka.
see Little Women. That's it. I think
Little
that's it.
Women.
Making
He's a-
chocolate, of
He's
course.
a good actor. The guy's good.
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
His
Josh
best
Safdie
performance is
movie.
SNL when they were doing this.
Oh,
Him and Pete
100%.
Davidson.
Have you seen the viral video of him in high school dancing
Yes.
and rapping?
Tragic.
Ridiculous.
I'm,
Yeah.
what did I watch? Of course, Korean dramas.
Yeah.
Yeah. The most recent one I just finished is called Can This Love Be Translated? And it's about a Korean actress essentially she is a struggling actress and then she has an accident on set while she's filming a horror movie. And then she falls and is in a coma for 6 months. And when she wakes up, her life is drastically different because she's extremely famous because the movie did so well.
Oh, whoa.
And Yeah. But
That's
right
really
be
interesting. I would watch that.
but right before this happens, she goes to Japan because her boyfriend breaks up with her and she tries to go to Japan to like figure out what the fuck because he's a chef. And when she gets there, she finds out he has left her for a Japanese woman who is pregnant and she wants to cuss them out. It just so happens that there's a guy, a Korean guy, who speaks multiple languages. He's a translator. He just happens to be there, and she's like begging him to help her kind of like end this with her not looking desperate.
Mm.
And that doesn't go so well. And he feels really bad for her, so he pretends that no, she's not coming back for her ex-boyfriend, that she's actually with him. They're vacationing together. She takes a picture of him, puts it on her Instagram, but he doesn't know anything about Instagram. But because she becomes so famous, his picture, which is kind of far away, all his friends are like, "Are you dating this actress?" And it just blows out of proportion or whatever. So
Wow.
that in itself is interesting.
Yeah.
The show takes a turn that I did
Oh.
not foresee happening. I don't know if I like said turn, because why?
Yeah.
But it was a short drama, had the stars had chemistry, so I think that made me overlook some of the insanity of it all.
Mm.
But I love a K-drama. So if you're looking for a good romance, if you like Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, the lead from that is in it now that his drama or scandal in Korea is over and his name has been cleared. That was some other shit that I
Oh.
found out. Apparently, he
Is it
was
about?
dating a girl
Oh. I was like, is it about
and
school? It's always about their education. They lied about their
no.
education. They love making that dramatic over there.
So he was dating a girl and they broke up and that then she came out and said that like he made her have an abortion and that's like very taboo in
Yeah. Wow.
Korea.
Yeah.
And she said that he like cheated on her. She said all this stuff about him and then it got like investigated and his name was cleared. Turns out bitch was sleeping with multiple dudes while she
Mm-hmm.
was with him.
Oh, no.
Wow. Yep. So it's time to crown the ultimate era of choreographed chaos, going round robin style. Each of us will name our top three iconic dance moments from 95 to 2005. It can be movies, music videos, TV, anything that lived rent free in our brains. No repeats, no shame, and yes, we will judge.
Oh no, I was not
I
ready.
didn't realize it was more than
Okay,
movies.
okay,
This
okay.
changes everything for me.
Yeah, wait, yeah, you opened it up so wide. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Like top three meaning like we think they're good or like they're just iconic
Just
for different
whatever,
reasons.
like when someone says like choreographed scene, like the first thing that pops into your
Well,
head.
because I'm thinking about Save the Last Dance because that is iconic for reasons that are not necessarily being that it was good choreography. Even then, it was pretty cringe. But
Yeah.
I think it's so like imprinted on my brain. So that's like the first thing that I thought of was
I love it.
that ending choreographed.
Her
Her
Juilliard.
Juilliard audition.
Yes.
There's so many things you've talked about that movie plenty, I'm sure. But like how the the dude skips out on like a drive-by shooting to go show up to watch her dance or something. It's like so messed up.
That movie,
Oh.
my God. How about you, Jackie?
So,
The movie that started it all with our romance with Gwen. She's all that Rockefeller
Yes.
yeah,
skank.
that was the other thing I was thinking of. Yep, nice. Well done. Well done. Well done.
I thought you were going to say the Matthew Lillard.
Oh no, that is a good
That
second
is a good one.
runner-up,
Yeah.
though.
Okay. So I'm going to start off with there is from the MTV Music Awards. I don't know what year it was, but TLC
Hmm.
Yeah.
did like they did a melody of their songs and then they went straight to Atlanta in their dance, and they just did a dance break to "Too Much Booty in the Pants." Dance too much. I learned the whole thing.
I loved that. And thank you for bringing that up because now I want to go watch it again. I was like, yeah, dance too much booty in the. Oh my God. It was so good.
It was.
I feel like I learned it too. I really do. Oh man.
All right, Gwen, what's your second one?
Okay, so I'm gonna go with "Oops, I Did It Again" music video.
Yes.
I think that song, that video, that choreography is like some of the most iconic music video
That whole
choreography of our
outfit.
time.
Yes.
The red outfit, we all still sort of know the dance moves, maybe not perfectly, but the whole thing, the Titanic stuff, ridiculous. I love it. Like, why did we do that? I don't know.
How about you, Jackie?
It's what I watch every New Year's Eve, and it's Ross and Monica doing the routine on Friends.
Oh, good one.
Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve.
That's good.
That is such a fun one. Ooh, this is hard. Okay.
I know this last one is hard.
Okay, so my second one
Okay.
is going to be Center Stage when she has the red outfit. It's just iconic. I love it so much. When she comes up out and it's just like it's just amazing because Can Heat starts and then at the end she's doing the pirouette. What do you call those things?
Pirouette.
Pirouette.
There you go.
Over and over and over again. I was like, get it, Jody. Get it. That whole dance sequence in that movie, I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. A lot.
It's a lot. It's really good.
Lot. But yeah, love it. And if you don't know what that is, I don't know what to tell you. All right, Gwen, your last one.
Okay, I'm going to go with Napoleon Dynamite's solo dance.
Yes.
Excellent choice.
Yeah.
Also Canned Heat by Jamiroquai.
Also Candy.
Yes.
Also freaking Jamiroquai. But like iconic lesson in committing to the thing. So committed, so serious about it. And
So good.
there was no room for laughing at him when it was just so important.
And then he just does his version of a mic drop, which is just run off screen.
Yeah, and then just floppy arms off. Unforgettable.
Jackie, what's your last one?
I'm waffling.
Oh.
Haven't heard of that one. Dad joke. Okay.
I'm gonna go with 13 going on 30, the Thriller dance.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ready. It's Thriller.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had a hard time coming up with my third one. I had some honorable mentions, like when Lindsay Lohan was, I think she was hosting. I don't know if it was the movie awards or what, but she did some booty song. The
Oh
dance.
no.
Horrendous. Well, years later, watching it back. But I remember back then, everyone was like, look at Lindsay could dance. She could pop it and lock it.
Wait, I don't remember this.
Oh, man. Gotta look that one up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now.
And it was crazy because I think Tom Cruise came on the stage with her because he had done some weird dance in Tropic Thunder. So maybe it's outside of our
What
time
year was
frame.
that?
Maybe not.
roughly?
Well, anywho, I just remember that, but it's not mine. And then the other one was anything with Maya because she could tap dance, and I absolutely loved that.
Yes.
She would do some like dance breaks. I think it was My Love Is Like Whoa. She did a tap dance
I'm
break.
disappointed in myself for not thinking of Maya sooner. Like really, truly, through and through, iconic every time she did anything.
She really was one of my faves. But I have to give it to Crazy in Love, but not Beyonce's version. Monique hosted the BET Awards in 2004 and learned the entire choreography to Crazy in Love and performed it as the opening of the show. And in some ways, people were like kind of laughing, like, but there was no jokes about it. She took it so seriously. Beyonce was like, she did such a good job. Like, she killed it. And she had a bunch of backup dancers that were bigger girls too, and they killed that shit. Every now and
Nice.
again, when I'm feeling down, I go and rewatch it because Monique was doing a damn thing
She
for sure.
was. Yeah.
So it's one of my faves.
I love that so much.
Well, excellent job, everyone. My honorable mention was the Carlton.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Carlton.
Everyone knows the Carlton.
Oh, I don't know if the kids these days do.
Well,
but
that's true.
we do. And we're what matters.
It's
True.
Exactly.
The future, who cares?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I don't have any words for what the future is gonna hold at this point
Yeah.
since we're
No,
in
it's, yes. Yeah, well,
Death
we're here.
Valley.
Oh, God, I'm nauseous.
But I do have a question for all of us. If you had to attend your high school reunion tonight, what wildly impressive but technically believable job would you claim?
That's tough. Because I am an actor, people do tend to think that that's pretty cool,
It's true.
even though it's not as cool as people think at my level. But it is kind of. I have to think of a different one. You guys go. You guys go. I have to think of something else. That would be
It's
funny.
so hard now because when Romy and Michelle came out, there was no Facebook, there was no social media. Like everything you say now, you have to so commit to showing the lie in some way because like if I were to say I'm a world-renowned chef, people could look that shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was social media ruins all of that.
But what I can say is that I've actually been working on movie sets since I've graduated. And remember that scene in What Lies Beneath?
I oiled up Harrison.
I oiled Harrison Ford's body. I am the top Hollywood oiler. You just don't know who I
That's
am.
a great claim to fame because, like, how
There's
are you
no
gonna
way to
fact
check
check?
it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm
That's really
I'm a
funny.
private business. I oil them up, but I also do like on-set massages. I meet so many celebrities. I have so much tea. See me in the corner later. I'll tell you about it.
That's really funny. I feel like I don't know what I'm trying to think of like a funny version of something that because I could a funny thing that I could have said then is be like because I'm a mom and I do voices for my kid all the time. I could be like, oh, I'm the voice of Elmo and Minnie Mouse and Big Bird and Cookie Monster and like
I would
and
believe
Bluey
you.
and Bingo. That's like the only thing I think of. But then that all comes back to like I'm a mommy now, which is like. Eye roll and then the movie's watched. But so that's kind of funny.
I always think it's funny that like I don't know if it was an SNL skit or something, but somebody said, "Oh, I'm the voice of I make the baby noise in the background of the Aaliyah song."
That was good.
Jackie, did you say yours?
No, I think I would just say like I like pitched the idea for like insert show here. Like I pitched the idea for the pit or something where
Yeah.
it's like I'm not saying I'm the writer or the creator, but like
Right.
I pitch the idea or like I pitch ideas for shows and then like people run with them type thing,
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
what I do. Because you can't really corroborate that. Like, were you in talks with the executives? Like, no one's going to know.
Right. Facts. I
love
like that.
Well,
Excellent. Well, now it's time once again to put Gwen in the hot seat for her 3 employee picks. We are giving you a
okay.
theme this week.
Oh, okay.
Best friend movies.
And just to
Best
remind you,
friend
you've
movie.
said in the past so far, Mean Girls, That Thing You Do, Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion, Dune,
Yeah.
Clue, Young Frankenstein, Dune 2, Anatomy of a Fall, and American Symphony.
Oh yeah, that was like that. That had just come out, and it was so good. A great documentary. Okay. Bridesmaids. It's not always like a happy best friend movie, but none of them are
Yeah.
there. There's always a fight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Now and I loved Now and Then. Let's put Now and Then on there. I loved that little coming of age story, and I listened to that soundtrack nonstop at the time.
Oh, it's such
It's
a
so good.
soundtrack.
Yeah, it was really, really good. And then we'll go. I think The Breakfast
Sisterhood.
Club is a good, like, older friend movie, relationship-y movie. It's like, I think there's a lot of, like, fun teen bonding dancing around in that movie.
That's true.
Y'all just sort of, like, become friends even though they're all different, completely different, like,
Yeah.
cliques. I think that's a good one.
Well,
Excellent.
love that. If you have any of your favorite friend movies, make sure to hit us up at No More Late Fees on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Threads, and Blue Sky. And while you're at it, make sure you go check out Gwen. Gwen, tell everybody where they can find you.
Oh, you can go to TikTok and see Gwen at Gwen Carroll. You can go to Instagram at Gwendolinstagram. And you could go, that's it, pretty much.
Sometimes we see you in commercials and we're
You
like,
can
we
go to
know
your-
her.
I feel like I constantly have the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where I'm like,
Sometimes I'm on your TV if you like to watch commercials. If you watch the Super Bowl, well, maybe we'll all be surprised and see me on there this year. It was a surprise last year, so
Yeah.
we'll see. I did just film I filmed a couple this year. We'll see if they show up or not. I have no idea.
and don't miss next week as we continue Galentine's month with Waiting to Exhale.
And Gwen, thank you for joining us. It's
Yes.
always a pleasure.
Always a blast, my friends. Yay!
And as always, be kind and rewind.